Okay, follow-up video to my collection of 7.5s. I figured I'd do a showcase on my 8.5s. And why the hell not? Now I have multiple grading companies represented here, mostly PSA. And I have about, I guess, 22 or so. So I guess I'll start with the, least expensive and then with the most expensive. And this one here is my least expensive. I clearly missed something on this card when I sent it into PSA, a few years ago. I forgot what it was, but I found it after the fact. I would not have sent this in if I thought I was going to get an 8.5, obviously. This was a pack-pulled Jeter minor league card when you could buy a box of this stuff for like maybe $20. It was really cheap. I don't know what it is nowadays, but anyhow, I got two or three of these, and that was the nicest centered of the two, but there is a defect, and anyway, I missed it, obviously, so hence the 8.5. Here's a CSG. I got a bunch of on-card Yankees autographs. I went through this thing where I collected those various players in Yankee uniforms, and this was a cool dual signature, I thought, of both of my favorite Mets now on the Yankees here, and I didn't think this was grade high. I think there is some corner where I see it up there. But I just wanted to get it slabbed, and I didn't really care which slab it was. So I sent it off to CSG from 2004 Upper Deck. Yankees Classic Scripts Duel. Daryl and Doc. The true Dale Murphy rookie card from 77 Topps. I don't know why he's got one from 78, but he does. But it's not his rookie card, even though it says rookies. Yeah, too bad he just wasn't on a standalone card. Maybe be more desirable, but here he is, featured with Rick Cerone, ex-Yankee great, among others. Ed Too Tall Jones. I just actually shared this one on Instagram. It kind of prompted me to maybe see how many of these 8.5s do I actually have. And here we are doing a showcase / countdown, whatever you want to call it. But really nice copy here. I think when I was going through a sort of a 70s football, 70s basketball pickup sort of trend for my collection, I grabbed this one. I was surprised to learn that he was not I assumed he was a Hall of Famer. He's not. But yeah, one of definitely a fan favorite amongst the Dallas contingent. Thurman Munson here, part of my Munson run. Not a difficult run to complete. The hardest card probably, if you're going to go for high grade, is the 71. As with any 70s career runs, at 71 Topps, it's just brutal for high-grade cards. And when you find them, they're super expensive. So that's from 75. Nicely centered copy here. Here's a rando Ted Williams manager card from 1969 Topps. I think I bought this just because I just liked the color combination aesthetic. Even though he's like a grumpy old man here, it's a manager card too, right? He wasn't playing. Uncle Ted here. '72 Topps rebound leaders featuring Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Wes Unseld with that crazy fro. Look at that thing, man. Those were the days. Rebound leaders. Later years. Wilt, I'm not sure what his last card is. I have a 73. Maybe that's his last card, but I'm not positive. Harmon Killebrew, 70 Topps, just another random. $8.5. Alex English, 8.5 from 1979 Topps. Another Munson from 72. Cobra here, Dave Parker. A lot of squawking about this guy not being in the Hall of Fame, and he should be. I tend to agree. I have to get a, I don't have a sleeve on this thing, but 74 Topps, rookie card of Dave Parker. This was going to be an experiment that I never followed through on. This 8.5 second year Staubach from CSG. I was going to crack it out and submit it to PSA, but I think I'm just going to leave it. I don't think it's worth the time or the effort. Nice looking card. I believe it's the same image on his rookie. It's they reused this. I think they reused the same image. CSG 8.5 Roger Staubach. Another football card here. You got Tony Dorsett rookie from 78 Topps. It's a really nice rookie card. One of my favorite cards in my collection is this one. I've shown this several times on the channel. One of those tri-signers from the last year of Topps fan favorites when it was just the classic players on new or on different card designs from that particular era. But there was, I think, 3 tri-signers, if I'm not mistaken. There's a Reggie Jackson, George Brett, and oh gosh, it's like an 81 Topps design. And I think there's like a Johnny Bench, something other one too. But anyhow, this one certainly appealed to me, being that 85. I just talked about this. Was the first year I really started collecting. So this is done like a 1986 Topps card, the league leaders from 1986 Topps. And I mean, look at these guys, Madeline Boggs and Dwight Gooden. 8.5 on this. I expected it to grade a little low because there was some, it's been handled a lot over the years. So just happy to get it encased in that nice slab. Here's a card I just don't see very often in an 8.5 grade, therefore just hard to comp. 74 Reggie. I paid like under $100 for this thing several years ago. I just thought it was a cool looking card. Here's a bought too soon card. Honestly, I shouldn't have bought anything in 2021, but this was one of the purchases that I think the value is probably decreased by about half from what I purchased it at. This Jerry Rice in an 8.5. So I think it's a really nice grade for this card. 86 Topps are, I think the mid-80s Topps in general, especially the football, for whatever reason, just tough to get the cardboard seems to be a little bit, I guess, harder to keep in top condition. This, the year before, 85, with the blackboard is even more so. But a nice Jerry Rice rookie, 8.5 grade. Here's an SGC slab, the first of 2, both of which are going to be SI for Kids cards. Here's Serena. And these cards are all over the place in terms of like value and cost. I mean, honestly, I don't know how these are graded with the perforations. I mean, frankly speaking, they all look the same to me from grades 4 to 9 for the most part. So, but this is, I wanted a card of hers, and I wanted something other than the widely produced Net Pro set, I think from 2003. So this is, much earlier than that, from 1999. Serena Williams, the greatest of all time, female tennis player. Big COVID card here, especially if you had a 9. I think 9s went up to like 25 grand. Oh my God. 8.5, not so much. Now this is like a few $100, I think. Honestly, yeah, I think it's worth less than what I paid for it when I bought it like pre-COVID. So I don't know what's going on. But another condition-sensitive card here. I had one in an 8, and it got rejected by PSA for a minimum size, which is common for this particular card, just being cut short more often than not from the factory. I didn't trim it. Obviously, it was just, I got the min size. So to ensure that I had a graded copy of this, I ended up going for an 8, whatever year that was. And then at some point thereafter, I resubmitted that other copy that I owned, and it did get encapsulated as an 8, which is what I was expecting. So I got an 8 and an 8.5. I guess this would be number 4 for ranking these, right? But here's Tiger Woods. Really like this card. A little yellow here on the bottom because the card below him is got a yellow border all around, I guess. Aside for Kids, Tiger Woods, 8.5. Looks good on the SGC slab, too. Terry Bradshaw, second year, and very low pop on this particular grade. I mean, I've said it before, and as a result, I just can't, I have no idea what to put a price in for. I do the best I could. If I get an 8, if I get a 9, I could figure something out at least to put in the spreadsheet. So, but yeah, really nice. Nice color, good centering. 72 tops Bradshaw, and here's this one. I should have sold this during COVID. The classic Bird Irving Johnson rookie card here. Well, for Bird and Johnson anyway, not Irving. This is an 8.5. I had bought this in an 8 once, and then I was able to run my thumb over the side to check, and the slab opened up. Turns out it was from some schmuck who was basically cracking and selling. He was replacing cards and slabs with lower grade cards. So when I sent it into PSA for a reholder, they called me and said, hey, this thing's a 4. Crazy thing is, it was several months after the fact this all came to light, and I was still able to locate the guy and get him to issue me a refund. I think PayPal and eBay kind of like scared him into like doing that. So I got my $700 or $800 back. I think that's what it was. No, what the hell? Yeah, I forget what the hell. Yeah, it was like $700 or $800 that I had paid for that 8. And I ended up going for this 8.5. And then a few years later, I learned that the seller of this card was a known trimmer. So, I don't know. I guess ignorance is bliss, right? Who knows if that's trimmed or not. Finally, the Jordan Rookie is my best card in an 8.5 grade. And it's not the best centered. I mean, it's not actually at all. And I freely admit that I did buy the grade, not the card in this case. This was a sub $2,000 purchase from 4 Sharp Corners maybe 7 years ago, just for reference. Yeah, another card that I should have unloaded during COVID. And if only I had a crystal ball. I mean, these 2 cards at one time in my collection were my 2 top cards, even more so than the 52 Tops Mantle. These were in like the $30,000, $35,000 range. I think both of them, which is crazy when you think about it. Now they're down about, I don't know, this is like maybe 6-ish, and this one is like 8-ish. But anyway, so there you have it. There is a collection of all the graded 8.5s that I have. And thanks for hanging in there if you did. I'll talk to you later.